Why?
Why? Oh goodness. Wait, no, the mouse broke. Please. What?
No.
Let me stream the Stanley Bingus.
Oh my god.
I am recording. Good.
Hey guys, welcome back.
The screen and subtitle language.
Wait, hold on.
Which one do I choose? English?
English.
I do want subtitles. I played it? Do I say
No.
yes or no?
No, you say no.
Okay.
Because there's like new stuff.
The computer is barely visible. It is barely... Fuck you, I'm going all the way up. What is
The
he?
default is probably fine. Like...
I'm going a bit above. What
Oh
is
my
he
god.
gonna do to stop me?
He's gonna kill you, dude.
Enter the current time. It's 12:54 a.m. Okay. Yes. Settings. Camera sensitivity. Oh, like. Yes, I'll find it. Like audio, video. I do want to be Okay.
I'm pretty sure you have to click keep resolution.
This resolution.
The big button, the big large button below your cursor.
That would do it. Huh? I think I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
You should be good.
Credits. Evan made this game? No way.
Yeah.
Ever the end is never. Oh. It loaded so
This
fast.
is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Or did he? He does.
Garfield! Oh my god, the Garfield chair, the sequel.
Garfield. Yes. Oh, the clicking noises?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, I'm just gonna look around. I'm gonna mess with all their computers.
I might switch to mobile at some point because I kind of want to lie down.
You're my Valentine, goddamn. I open this door.
Usually you aren't able to open any doors unless it's like...
When Stanley
came to a set of two open doors,
he entered
the door on his left.
Or do I? I don't know my lefts from my rights.
This was
Oh my
not the
God.
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
The devious
Stanley was
forward.
so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. We're lying right now. Stop. Not a liar. Not a liar. I'm a good man. I'm in the 6%.
Yeah.
Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift? I'm kidding.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong
I just
foot
killed
here.
myself while he was
I'm
talking.
not your enemy, really.
Oh, you wouldn't.
I realize that investing
I
in your
would.
trust is his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do. Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job,
You got your
Stanley.
first ending.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yes. Beat the game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, we're gonna go back to that part. This time I'm not gonna kill
When
myself.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he
Perfectly
wanted
well.
to stop by the employee lounge first.
Perhaps he wanted to
just
stop by the
admire it.
Garfield room just to eat some lasagna.
Wow. Yes.
Yes.
This room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Okay.
She's been waiting.
Who is this guy talking about? You're crazy. Oh wow. The Void. My favorite.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone. As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Shoulder.
No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
What?
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example,
if you choose to be a sex
in this
offender.
scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could
be a
spend
sex
years
offender.
of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember
I would
that
forget how to
unlike
read, I
here,
think.
the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking.
Nappy 3 is not real.
I'm sorry, Lenny, I gotta go wash my fish.
My goodness.
What?
Is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack. Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay.
Ah, welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Was fish. I got it. I got the game figured out. It's like... Is there a genocide route in the Stanley Parable?
Yeah.
Were you
You got a really weird one as your first, like...
Oh, I guess I just go back on the lift.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful,
What if I
we
kill
can't
myself
have you
here?
jumping off the platform and
Oh,
dying.
never mind.
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
It would be pretty
that
funny.
Story would make no sense at all.
That's why it would
we
be
just
so
need
funny.
to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
What am I doing?
Not lie.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
But here's the kicker. I won't.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The troller. The troller of the group.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
That's not English. Oh my goodness. No. Okay, maybe I do have to go. Drawers are upside down. This is a horrible sign. Okay, I guess I do have to go. Fine, I'll listen to this guy. Blue?
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed
Car
my
crashed
work.
his office. What?
Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
You're kidding.
I have to.
No.
I just died. Wait. There appears to have been a power outage. What?
What?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here.
Whoa.
Here in this pile of rubbish. With you.
It's a horror game.
You, who thought
No.
you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to
Yeah, it
see?
was pretty funny.
Didn't I
It was
impress
pretty
upon you
funny.
how important it was to be like Stanley?
I wasn't being like
He
Stanley, I was
actually
being
knows
like
how to do
Garfield.
what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
I know how mean he was in this one.
My story. If you just
Well, he
gone
did kind
through
of
the
just
door
destroy
on
his
the left,
entire
you would have
life.
seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh,
No! Why did you do that?
I don't know my
Quickly,
rights from my
hurry
lefts.
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the
Stop it.
story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm in an infinite loop, please. Can I open this?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means
Good
choosing
gracious.
responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
This is the
All
life of
right.
Stanley.
When Stanley came to a set
Never
of
gonna
2
stop,
open
please.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't wanna... I don't know if I have to listen to him here. I'm gonna go into this one again. On the controller. Third time's the
No!
charm.
Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Okay, I think I might be doing this
Behave
forever.
exactly as Stanley would.
Yeah, you have to
That
on
means
one.
choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
got 2
doors,
achievements for
he
some reason.
entered the door on his
Yeah,
left.
well, you tried to hit the spacebar, and you got an
Oh,
achievement for not being able to jump, and then you got an achievement for getting an achievement.
ooh. That's pretty awesome.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I'll take a look around this. Targets?
Chris.
Get Chris out of the broom closet. Did they kill someone? Huh? Get him out. To get him out of the broom closet. Please.
You can not while you're like in this ending. You can't go into the room closet right now. Normally you would be able to.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Like you can't interact with anything during this.
Oh, okay.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
No.
You gotta speak the code, dude.
I gotta be real.
Stanley spoke the
Oh,
code.
okay, he does repeat it. I forgot what number it
Nightshark
was.
115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Nightshark 115?
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
Sir, you're so
Please
stupid.
speak the code
He doesn't
into the
understand me 'cause I'm
receiver.
not British, I'm telling
Otherwise,
you.
we can't get on with the story. This is a
Yeah.
crucial step.
Fuck you!
Oh shit.
Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
Crazy.
I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
Just been sent to hell.
Stanley, this is important.
I got the most
Story
evil
needs
ending,
you. It
please.
needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
I didn't think there was a bad ending, but I think I just got
Do
it.
something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Hello?
That's all right.
I've been sent to hell.
I'll wait for you to decide
You're sent to hell?
the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Take as much time as you need.
Alright, yeah.
The end is never. The end is loading. Oh. Okay, I think that was the genocide route.
All of his co-workers were gone.
You can do worse.
What could it mean? Stanley
Okay.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This time I'll be a good man. Actually, wait. No, that'll be in episode 2.